Hi, I'm Nick Matt,
I'm Fred Matt.
and we are going to do a virtual tasting of the Saranac 12 Beers of Winter, which has 6 new beers and 2 encore beers from previous years. Let's see, the first beer we've had is an encore
I'm gonna
beer
open
from the
it and you
past.
can
It's
talk
a
about it.
Belgian ale, made with Belgian malts and typical hops. But what really makes this beer is the yeast. Once you taste it, you're going to know it's got that wonderful Belgian yeast taste, wonderful Belgian ale yeast, which is so typical of the Belgian beers.
I'm doing what I did last time, just drinking. The yeast character in this is really nice. It's got a nice fruity taste, and this is one of my favorites. But you'll hear me say I got 5 other favorites coming up.
If you like Belgian beers, you're going to love this beer.
So next, we have a rye IPA, which is all about the rye malt, and then it's exceedingly hoppy. And this is a new venture for us. We think it came out very well. Let's try a little bit.
Actually, what's unusual about this is the hops are Saaz hop and the Hallertau hop, which both are pretty unusual for an IPA. You wouldn't expect that. And actually, they aren't the kind of hops that typically you'll get the hop flavor through, but you'll see in this, the aroma is a mix of rye and spiciness of the rye, and then these beautiful hops. And I think you're going to find the more you taste this, the more you're going to taste the hops. Do you get that?
I got a lot of foam right now. So we'll just
We
let
get a
this
little
sit
excited
down.
about doing these tastings, you know, so we get a little eager, get the beer in the glass.
But also, it's the way we pour it. We pour it down the middle with a thwack, so we get all the carbon dioxide out of it. And that way you can drink more.
Spiciness of the rye balanced by a nice hop finish. I think you're really going to like this beer.
That hop is really, really nice.
Our next beer is a black lager, and this is a typical Schwarzbier, German dark beer, black malts, German hops, Tettnang, Hallertau, again.
Nice chocolate character, kind of a dark chocolate character taste in it.
Again, I think we'll really, well, I know we're going to enjoy this beer. I hope you will too.
You know, it's really best if you had a 12-pack right with us and you're drinking it. So if you don't have one, why don't you stop and go out and get one. And then be sure to tell us what you think on the blog.
This has got that great chocolate taste to it, great black malt taste.
I think this to me is a little, it's got some stout character, but it's a really nice strong chocolate and almost a dark chocolate taste to it.
With a dessert, this would be absolutely spectacular. Chocolate would be really good with. It'll hold up to almost any kind of sweet flavor.
I'd rather have another one than a piece of chocolate.
This is the Big Moose Ale, and this is another great beer. This one's all about the hops. It doesn't say it's an IPA, but it might as well be. It's Amarillo and Centennial hops, both of them you're probably familiar with. You get a lot of hop aroma out of this, a lot of hop taste.
And it's really, we're trying to make a strong ale. Not trying, we made a strong ale, but it's really, as Nick said, all about the hops.
Hops straight through. That's what you notice about this beer. It is very characteristic of both of these hops. Really nice beer.
Nice grassy hop. This one is my favorite. They're all my favorite, but this one is especially my favorite.
You may have heard that before about the favorites, but in any case, the next is the Winter Lager, and this is what's unusual about this beer actually is the fact that it's got some coffee kiln malt in it, which gives it, but it isn't really going to be coffee flavor. It's just going to give it an unusual flavor as you get it. You'll get it in the aroma, and you'll also get it in the taste. Yeah, it's a really different tasting beer. We think this is a really nice beer, and I think again this would be great with some meat. We had a beer dinner here a couple weeks ago, and we mixed all the different beers with different courses. And this was, I think, may have been paired with a ribs course, and it was really good, really held up to it. Barbecued ribs really held up well to it. It was really nice.
And one other special feature that we have this year is we put a golden ticket in a bunch of our 12 packs. So go out and look for it, and for all you beer lovers, what you win is a special tour with Nick and I, and then we're going to drink a lot. I guess I shouldn't say that. We're going to have 1 or 2 beers. And then we're going to have a special beer dinner. We're going to pair a bunch of our beers with a bunch of food, and we'll have a good time. But win the trip. You get up here, and we'll take care of everything, all the rest. And we did it last year. We had a ball, and we're looking forward to meeting 12 new people this year and having a lot of good times.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And the last beer that we're going to taste is Maple Porter, and I guess the name sort of says it all. Maple is obviously the taste of it. It's a porter that has a maple taste to it. Maple, we've used some maple syrup and a little maple flavoring, I will tell you, but it's really, it's a very interesting beer.
This reminds me of that old ad, I want my maple.
Yeah, if you don't get the maple flavor in this, you got a really bad cold. Yeah, that's really good.
This is, you could pour this on pancakes.
Yeah, we had this, yeah, you
And
could.
we made this specially because then you can start drinking earlier in the morning and have rationale. So what you want to do is
That's excellent.
run out of syrup and say,
Put this in the
honey,
Aunt Jemima
don't
bottle."
worry, I've got my maple porter.
Right. In any case, that's our 12 beers of winter. 12 beers of winter is a package that we've made now for 11 years, is that right?
Yeah.
11 years. It started out actually with 12 different beers in it. By popular demand, we reduced it to 6 because people said this is just too confusing to only get 1 beer of each. So we now have 2 beers of each. They're each delicious. We think you'll love them, and so we hope you enjoy them and have a really happy holiday with this package.
But keep in mind, the one thing we did do when we had 12 beers is we had our year-round favorites. And now these are just 6 beers you can get in this package. You can't get them any other place. This year we put in 4 new beers and 2 encore appearances, which we think are spectacular. And I urge you to get it quickly because they will run out soon.
And the Belgian Ale is really the only encore appearance from recent.
Maple-
The other one is Maple Porter,
is
and
probably
we haven't
15
had
years
that
old.
for a long time, 10 plus
Yeah.
years. So
Yeah.
and that's a really great beer. I'm really glad to see that back because it's unusual.
But again, go out and get some, have a happy holidays, and hopefully we'll see you up here soon.
Happy holidays.